Well, hi and welcome. In this video I want to show you some changes for the better in the undos and history department in the new Photoshop 2019. Now, in previous versions of Photoshop I did find the undos to be a little bit confusing and sometimes a bit hard to use. Adobe have now rectified that, so now to me it makes a lot more sense and gives me a lot more streamlined workflow. Now, you can still use Ctrl Z and Command and Z, but now we can undo multiple steps in Photoshop. And this new multiple undo mode is enabled by default. Now if we go up to the edit menu, we can see we've now got an undo, a redo and a toggle state. Now I can undo the layer style that I've done. You can see here that I've got a picture of Venice and I've just put some text on with some styles on. So I can undo the layer style, and you can see that takes me back one step in history. And I can edit and then undo the drop shadow. And then I can edit and I can undo the type layer. So you can see it's logical and it makes sense. And now I can do edit and I can redo the new type layer. I can edit and redo the drop shadow, and I can edit and I can redo the layer style. And I can also do that with the keyboard shortcuts as well. So Ctrl and Z will take me back one, Ctrl and Z take me back one, Ctrl and Z, and then Ctrl and Z take me back to the original image. And then Ctrl Shift and Z is going to take me forward through. And that to me now makes perfect logical sense. Now when we go into the undos, we can see in the edit menu that we actually display what that we are going to undo. So we've got undo layer style. If we go through that, then now we've got undo drop shadow. So it just tells you where you are if you haven't got the history panel open. Now the commands step forward and step backward have been removed from the edit menu, but they're still available if you want them. If you go over to the history panel and into the flyout menu, you'll see that step forward and step backward are both there. They're just been moved. And the toggle last state, well, this works exactly the same as it did in previous versions. So if we go to edit, we can see toggle last state is Alt, Control and Z. And if you look at the history panel, then when I click on that, it takes me back to drop shadow. And if I go edit, toggle last state, it takes me back to layer style. So basically it just toggles between those two. In my opinion, not really that useful, but if you need it, it's there. So short and sweet with this video. I do hope you found it useful and you enjoyed it. If you did, please visit my website to see more videos on Photoshop, Lightroom and photography, and that's livelinktraining.com. If you scroll down to the bottom of any page, please click the subscribe button. It's totally free and it will really help me to grow my Photoshop learning community. I'll see you in the very next video. Bye for now.